Howdy, howdy folks, A-Train here with you for another episode of Let's Play NIMBY Rails. Hope everyone's having a great day. I want to welcome you back to the channel. Hope you'll like, share, and subscribe to the video and to the channel. Turn on the bell icon so you know when we go live or upload a video. Follow us on Twitch at A_train_games, on Discord at A-train_games, where you can see my Steam library, discuss this and other games, also see like my Tower 3D Pro library, and join the discussion offline. And your donations are greatly appreciated at paypal.me/atraingames. All right, with all that out of the way, let's jump over as you're listening to the Shinjuku webcam, and we'll see where we're at. Where we're at. Yes, where we're at. Let's see. Okay, good. So here's where we stand. This is, of course, the Yamanote loop line and Central Tokyo down in here, with Tokyo Station over here and Shinjuku over here. The Chuo line running out here to the Ome line. You got the NIMBY line down here, the Odakyu-Odawara line, the Yokohama line, Keihin line, the Chuo Sobu line, the Joban line, and then you've got stuff running up the Tohoku line and down the Tokaido line, including the Tohoku Shinkansen up here and the Tokaido Shinkansen down here. So let's take a look at the expansion stuff we've done. To the south, we've actually extended the Shinkansen all the way to Odawara, and we've added in actually some more of the Odakyu-Odawara line here, as well as the Hakone line coming in to Odawara Station to bring passengers in and provide some traffic, and which effectively enlarges the catchment area for this station down here. Eventually this line here will be connected. It runs up through the mountains here, then up through here, then up here by Camp Zama, and connects into the line over here at Machida Station. So we'll eventually make that connection. To the south, we've extended the Tokaido line from Yokohama Station. We've made some changes to the track arrangement to actually make it more correct with the platforms and everything. The Kaikyu line, the private line, runs down here. The Keihin-Tohokyu line actually terminates here, and then it becomes the Negeshi line. The Yokohama line is here. The Tokyo Ueno line is here in green, and the Shonan Shinjuku line is in red. I have made some changes to the distance some of these lines run. Reason being is we were getting crowding on the tracks. For example, the Tokyo Ueno line continues on. It just keeps going and going and going. It goes all the way down here. As you see, the Shonan Shinjuku line runs down here to Ofuna Station. Okay, it runs down here. And then basically everything becomes the Tokaido line from here, but they say the Tokyo Ueno line has through trains, and it keeps going. And the Shonan Shinjuku line has through trains, and it keeps going. Okay, so everything just keeps going. The issue becomes the number of trains on the route, and they're on different timings because I've got them stopping at different stations or whatever. So what I did, because we were getting delays and some other issues, is I've shortened some of these up to eliminate the redundancies that they cause. So the Tokyo Ueno line, Ueno-Tokyo line, which is the green line, all right, it runs from Yokohama all the way up north to Omiya. Okay, and it terminates in Omiya Station. All right, but you'll see the red line does the same. Okay, so isn't that redundant, A-Train? Well, yeah, but the Shonan Shinjuku line, which actually continues north up this line here, as does the Tokyo Ueno line. This is the Utsunomiya line, okay, this orangish colored line here. And it continues up to Ofuna. Is it Ofuna? Oyama, excuse me. Ofuna's in the south, Oyama's in the north. There's three O cities. Ofuna's in the south here. Okay. Omiya is north here, and then Oyama is way up north here on the Utsunomiya line. So what I did was, and this helps I think it helps move people faster, and it helps reduce crowding at the stations, because the stations are limited to 10,000 people, according to the developers, and that's so that the number of calculations involved gets limited. Which kind of sucks, because you have all these people coming in on trains. Most of them are transfer passengers. So it shouldn't be an issue, but it is an issue. All right. So by terminating the Shonan Shinjuku line here, which again, doesn't it parallel the Ueno-Tokyo line? Yes, but the Ueno-Tokyo line they split down here at Akabane Station, which is right up here. They kind of split. They parallel down through here, Oji Station. The Ueno-Tokyo line goes through Oku Station and then continues down to Tokyo Station, and then south from there. The Shonan Shinjuku line takes a right turn at Albuquerque, and it goes over here on the Yamanote line, and then down the Saikyo line. It runs on shared lines into its own platforms at Shinjuku Station. The Saikyo line is the greenish colored line, and then the red is the Shonan Shinjuku line. And then otherwise you have the Yamanote line, you have the Chuo line in orange, you have the Chuo Express line. No, excuse me. You have the Chuo Sobu line in yellow, Chuo Rapid line in orange, you have the Chuo Rapid Express or Commuter Rapid in pink. And we have one more platform that we can throw on that line. You can see they share, we've covered that previously. And then you have the Shonan Shinjuku line in red, and then the Saikyo line in green. Now those two share trackage here to the south, parallel to the Yamanote line, down to Osaki Station. And that's where the Saikyo line ends. And then the Shonan Shinjuku line continues. It cuts around and joins onto this is the Tokaido line, kind of, sort of. It's kind of like its own extension. It's a freight line, Tokaido freight line. And then it cuts the corner here, and then it goes through a freight section. It parallels the NIMBY line, so it parallels the Tokaido Shinkansen. But this is how the freight trains come up, and then they get onto the Yamanote line at night. So they go up that way. So then they come down this freight line, and then they cut over here, and then they're on their own dedicated track until they get to Yokohama Station down here. And then they actually get on the Tokaido line tracks. So in theory, we would have 2 or 3 different trains running on the Tokaido line tracks. And that's ridiculous. So I'm trying to balance things out and make it less confusing, less issues and what have you. What I think we're going to do, because we're ending the Tokyo Ueno line here, and technically the Yokohama line ends here. The Yokosuka line actually continues from here. We're going to have it coming down the tracks here, because you see there's another track available, and the Tokaido line. So we'll have the Negeshi line going this way, where it swings out this direction and then actually curves around over here, and then actually comes in this way into Ofuna. And then the Negeshi line ends into Ofuna. So that's the southern end, and then I think they continue somehow. Meanwhile, the Yokohama line, which comes out of the underground portion of Tokyo Station and is a continuation of the Sobu Rapid line, which runs out east by Ryogoku Station, by the Ryogoku Arena, and then out. We've got to build that in still. It runs up here and parallels the yellow line. Okay, we've got the trackage built in for it. See, it comes out of the ground here. This is the Sumo Arena here. And then it comes up here, and then it's an express line. I don't know if we're going to make a stop under here. I don't think so, because the catchment area is overlapping, but we might. And then it actually runs into one of the underground platforms we've got here under Tokyo Station. You see them down here. And I used them, I put them further south. They're actually prototypically directly underneath these. But I put them further south so that they connect the Keihin Line and the Musashino Line platforms into the rest of Tokyo Station. So it's all one big happy family, because it is. That's the way it works. I've been there. I've seen it. I've walked it. All right. So we'll do the Silbu line sometimes. It's going to run out here, and it's going to run over here, and it's going to run out here, and blah, 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 blah. It goes that way. All right. So that's a lot of what we've done on the southern side of things. We still have this connection to make here, and then this is the way the Yokohama line runs, or the Yokosuka line. It runs out here to Yokosuka on the peninsula. Again, here's Yokosuka Naval Base, the U.S. Navy, the carrier berth and dry docks and what have you. We've also figured out that this here is Atsugi Naval Air Station for the U.S. Navy. That's the carrier aircraft. That's where they're based. And then up here in the Chuo Ward, this is Camp Zama, which is the Army base up in the area. And the Odyaku Odawara line actually runs pretty close to it. So that's a way to get into Tokyo for the soldiers who serve out in that area. So cool stuff. All right, let's go up and check out the north side. Not a whole lot we've changed over here on the west. Up north, of course, we extended out the urban line. Now, and then we had the little line that runs out here. We haven't done anything with the Shinkansen that way. We extended the Utsunomiya line. It comes all the way up here to Kuki Station, and then they flare apart, and then they come back together at our major north area at Oyama, where we have the, which line is this here? I forget. This is the Mito line. This is the Mito line. And then we have the yellow one, which is the it begins with R. Ryomo line. Ryomo, not Romo. Ryomo line runs out here. And these are two pretty busy lines, strangely enough. There's not a whole lot of catchment area, but they do get a lot of traffic. People coming in through Oyama Station. Oyama Station has gotten very busy, especially people coming out this way, going to and from Tokyo. Now, to bring additional passengers in because this is a Shinkansen stop at Oyama. The next one north is you cruise up the Utsunomiya line, which they parallel each other until they split here, and then they kind of come back together. Utsunomiya Station. Right now, that's the northern terminus of the system. Utsunomiya Station. Yes, correct. Okay. So you got the Utsunomiya line, which is the local line. So it has all the local stops. And we could set up some express service on it. But now we've finally gotten the Shinkansen coming up here. And the trick here is we're having crowding issues. There's a lot of people that want to come up here because they're getting on this red line, which is the, what's it called? Nikko line. This is the Nikko line right here. And it goes off here out into the sticks. Okay? And I don't mean the 80s rock band. People aren't happy here. Oh, sorry. But we're going to improve that. We only run 4 trains on that line. We may have to up that. I mean, and 4 trains is prototypical, actually. But we may have to up that. So what we're going to try to do, it's 4 p.m. on a Tuesday, and we're struggling. And this is one of our major struggle points right here is Omiya Station. And what's happening is we're getting a lot of people left behind, and we're paying crap tons of refunds and compensations for full stations. Omiya Station winds up pinging out at 10,000 people kind of frequently, even though I have reduced the PAX demand factor to 20%. I may have to drop it lower. But if we look at, let's see, line, no. Well, let's just back up to the previous day's accounting. Monday, we paid $3.5 million in refunds and compensations. Now we made $48 million in fares. Now we bought a bunch of new trains. We're running 48 to 55, almost $60 million a day income. And then we lose $3 million in running costs, plus maintenance. So $3.5 million in running costs and maintenance. And then we're losing several $1 million in refunds, which sucks. And so we're trying to figure out, like here, compensated full station, 52,000 packs. And then compensated 60,000, refunded including compensation. So, yeah, we're trying to figure out how to cut this down. Part of it is moving people out faster. Something I discovered yesterday while working on this is I thought the bullet trains were too pricey. Maybe that was the problem. Well, turns out not so much. So if we look at the Tohoku Shinkansen, I've dropped the price to $10 plus for base ticket plus 50 cents per kilometer. I dropped that to $0.25 per kilometer. But that's not the problem. The problem is there's a number of people in Omiya Station. And if we click on this, we can see, click on the station name, you can see everybody where they're going, right? So let's scroll down the list. Let's look for some big fat numbers. And again, it's 4 p.m., so we're not really in rush hour yet. 6:30 to 9:30 is really rush hour. You see there's, a few dozen going here, a few dozen going there. Nishin Omiya Station, That's up the Utsunomiya line. Okay. Ochanomizu or blah 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 blah. Aha! Bing bing bing. See how it's only 83 packs right now? This is going to change. This number is going to increase enormously. So, is the people wanting to go to Utsunomiya Station, all right? Because if you actually look at on here again, you'll see all the small stuff. Now, Akihabara Station, we know where that is, right? We know where Ginza Station is. That's on the Ginza line, all right? Hamamatsucho, Haneda Airport, we know where these are. But 20 packs to Higashi Iwatsuki, where is that? Okay, what is that? Where is that? That's out the urban park line. Okay. There's going to be a bunch of people wanting to go out in the Imachi Station. Where the hell is that? Imachi Station. Okay, that's cool. Where is this? Well, look there. That's up the Nikko line. Okay. There's a bunch of people that want to get out here into the sticks at the end of the day. And what happens is you can put them on the local trains, which is one thing. It's cheaper. But the Shinkansen moves, and unfortunately we're using E2s because that's really the best we can get. It's the best value, and you get 923 packs per train. And that takes you from Omiya to Oyama, and then it takes you up to Utsunomiya. Problem is, if the train gets packed up with people for Oyama, the people going to Utsunomiya get left behind, right? So let's pop in, for giggles, go to Tokyo Station. Hamamatsucho, blah, 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 blah. All right, there's currently nobody wanting to go to Utsunomiya Station. Okay. So, and there's nobody going to Omiya Station or Oyama Station. Okay. So let's pop up here to Ueno Station. These are our major, well, actually, these are our Shinkansen stops. Asakusa Station. Here's one, Jichi Medical University Station. That's on the Utsunomiya line, almost all the way up to Utsunomiya. So that's way on up there. So that is a good train to send up, blah, 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 blah. I'm looking for, let's scroll down here. Utsunomiya Station, 16 packs. This number is going to change. So, part of the issue, as I said, is the fact that people want to go from Tokyo Station or Ueno. They're filtering in there, and they want to go up to Utsunomiya. And they're getting hung up, I think, in Omiya, because the trains get overcrowded with people going to Oyama. Say that 5 times fast, all right? And they have two train choices. They have the slow ride or they have the fast ride. Now, we did have fast ride when we were running Shonan Shinjuku Line trains on this line. They were express trains. They moved faster. They made less stops. But again, it complicated things. So I took those off. But with the reduced price of the Shinkansen, they should, see that as a viable option. Now, so how do I get more people moving? Well, I added more trains. So if we go down here to Tohoku Shinkansen, you see now it's 16 trains. It was 10. So I've added 6 more trains to the line. But the problem still exists. So let's go look at the actual prototype and see what the deal is. All right, I'm going to switch over to internet. Here, we're going to kick over to this, and we're going to look at Tohoku Shinkansen. All right, so you guys should be able to see the screen now that I'm working on. All right, the Tohoku Shinkansen runs to the north from Tokyo Station. It runs up the eastern spine of the country. Omiya, Fukushima, of course, famously, got flooded, nuclear reactor, all that stuff. In fact, let's click on this. There we go. So we go Tokyo, Ueno, Omiya, Oyama, Utsunomiya. So you can see we've got very few stops. We've only got 5 stops. And really, Ueno kind of doesn't count, but whatever. So we've got a couple of 3 dinky stops along the way. And then we get to Fukushima, where the Yamagata Shinkansen kicks off. Oh, it does. Fukushima? I didn't realize that. Then we go up to Sendai. Sendai is the next major location. Then you go Furukawa, Kurikoma, Kogen, Ichinoseki, Mizusawa, Iesashi, Kitakami, Shin Hanamaki. Then you get to Morioka. Morioka, the Akita Shinkansen runs off. These are the E5s. These are the E6s, I think. Then the Tohoku Shinkansen continues north. These run with the E7s and the H6s because they continue up to Hokkaido. Iwate Numakunai, Ninohi, Hachiyori, and then Shinamori is on up at the north end of the line. Then it continues on to the Hokkaido Shinkansen. We're not even worried. That's so far off, we're not even worried about it. Now, I'd like to get to Sendai, which is cool, but we got to solve our problems in here first, right? All right, so you leave Tokyo, where you can see all the transfers, which is terrific. We've got all those transfers available, except the Tokyo Marunouchi line. We don't have that yet. And the Tohoku main line we have because that's the Utsunomiya line. But we're running, okay, the Tokaido main line, we're going to be doing that as well. But for sake of running through the Tokyo corridor, we're using the Ueno-Tokyo line to run from the south and connect up to the north, where you catch the Tokaido main or the Tohoku main line, which is on the Utsunomiya line, JU, and the Tokaido main line, which you run down south, and then you catch, that'll be going out of Yokohama Station, paralleling with the Shonan Shinjuku line. All right. Then we have Ueno Station, where we add in the Joban line, and we haven't built the Hibiya line. The Keisai main line, I don't know if we dinked around with any of that yet. Omiya Station, that's our problem area. It's our choke point. The Takasaki line we have not built yet. That's the slow train up paralleling the Joetsu Shinkansen, which is actually the Hokuriku Shinkansen. And that goes up to the northwest. We have the Tobu Urban Park line. We have the Saikyo line that runs to the south and over to Shinjuku. The Kawagoi line is the small line. We have that built in. Keihin-Tohokyu line runs south all the way down to Yokohama. Or Yokohama. All right. So then we're up to Oyama. But this is our problem child. What we want to do is set up service that gets past here. Well, look here. We got something. Currently, we're running Nasuno service, which is E2s. If you look down here at the bottom, E2 series as of March 2019, so it's 2 years old. E2s are used for Nasuno service. E3s are used for Nasuno. E3s are older. And it's not there. Let's look at E3 service. These are older. These used to be the Akita and the Yamagata Shinkansen, but they've been done up in a new livery, and I think they still run them. E5 series runs up, and I think those are run out to E5s are run out to the Yamagata Shinkansen. E6s run on the Akita Shinkansen, and then the H5, excuse me, I said H6 earlier, it's the H5, and that goes up to Hokkaido. They're improved. You can see this extra little snow plow blade underneath the nose here compared to the E5. It looks like the same picture. That's a little bit different. They're supposed to be reinforced with like additional snow plow capability or something like that. All right. But the different levels of service, and this includes with the Nasuno trains, which is what we're currently running. If we look, Yamabiko service stops in Tokyo. So a dot means all trains stop. The circle means most trains stop. So most trains stop in Ueno, even a Hayabusa service. Okay. Then we go to Omiya Station. They all stop at Omiya Station. But Oyama, all Nasuno service trains stop. Some Yamabiko trains stop, and no Hayabusa trains stop. Hayabusa is the stuff that gets you up north. Gets you to Sendai, gets you to Morioka, gets you to Shinomori. So if you want to get to the north end of the country and you're heading up to Hokkaido, that's the level of service you want. All right. Notice Nasuno service only goes as far north as Koriyama. Right, that's not even a major. We saw it's not even a major city, right? Sendai would be the next major stop. So if you want to go to Sendai, you've got to take Yamabiko or Hayabusa level service. Okay. So what we need to do maybe is take some of these E2s and put them into Yamabiko service, which means you will skip Oyama Station and go to Utsunomiya Station because most trains stop, whereas some trains stop. So that means we can discount some that don't. And E2s are used in Yamabiko service. So that gives us the largest passenger load Shinkansen on this end of the line, which is the E2 in the 10-car configuration, E2 1000. And okay, so what I think we're going to do is maybe we may do something actually a little more advanced than I was even thinking of doing here. Even more advanced than what I was thinking of doing here. Let me put this on Omiya Station here and kick back over to gameplay. All right. I have a plan. Now, I'm not saying it's a good plan, but I have a plan. And what that plan is going to be is we're going to just run all 16 trains, but I think we're going to redesignate every fourth train into Yamabiko service. So train 1, 2, 3, 4, train 104. Because, well, no, because then theoretically I need to establish a different line. So I may need to rename this from Tohoku Shinkansen to Tohoku Nasuno service. I think we could take 4 of these trains and shift them over to wait, are we doing Hayabusa service or I lost track of which service we're doing. Yamabiko service. Okay. And in doing Yamabiko service, we skip Ofuna Station. Ofuna? Wait, Ofuna's in the south. Keep it straight. Oyama Station. So we skip Oyama Station, which the station's configured for this. If you look at the Shinkansen lines, they come in right here. We actually have do we have 3 platforms? No. Yes? No? Maybe so? Well, I know we have 2 platforms, but I think the center track just blows straight through, which is super cool because then hopefully the trains would just blow straight through it. That would make lots of sense. So let's set up Yamabiko service, and I don't know why I'm doing that the slow way. Let me try a step. No, I don't want to self-selected trains. Go to lines. Wait, go back to, it's the same color. Tohoku Shinkansen. I'll copy this color. Lines. Okay, here it is right here. Paste. All right, so now from a name perspective, let's do Tohoku Yamabiko. No, let's do Yamabiko Shinkansen. All right, and this one's going to be $10.50 per kilometer. So we'll stick with that number. Stand by just a second here. Let's see here. Not. All right, let's see. All right, so what we're going to do here is, these trains would, in theory, be based in Oyama as well, which is fine. So we have our Oyama depot, which is up here. This is our Oyama Shinkansen depot. So what we'll do with this is we'll start add stops. Excuse me. So we'll go up here, and I think we have 3 platforms here. So we can start here at Utsunomiya. Let's make this close. No, we don't need to go to Oyama. All right, now we come in here to Omiya Station, and do we have we do. We have an option. We could pass here, and then, whoops, we go down to Ueno Station. Now, in theory, we could skip Ueno Station as well, but because we're in this corridor here with all the same trains, it becomes technical. So let's look at Ueno Station L. So we don't want Ueno Station L. We want the other one. Where is the... Okay, Yamabiko Shinkansen. Ueno Station... Hello, hello, hello. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, so Ueno Station L. Okay, so that's that platform. So we want M, and then we'll go in on the same platforms here, which chic. Shoot, which train is this? Does it say? Does it say? Will it tell me? Oh, you know what? It should right up. It does not say. Oh, you know why? Because I do not have these turned on. That's Joetsu Shinkansen, so we go here. Okay, very good. All right, so then we come back north to Ueno. And then we go up through the N platform. We go back up to Oyama. Oh, Omiya. That's Akabane. Oops, keep going. Go through the split, go up through here. Yeah, da 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 da. Okay, and then we hit Hya. And that's it. That's the line. Boom. Done. Sweet. And then it takes it back up to Utsunomiya Station, F. Yep, cool. All right, so let's turn that off. So now we have the Yamabiko level service, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's do the calculations here. Minimum stop time is going to be, I don't know. Should we do 1 minute? 1 minute. We'll set our minimum stop times. There, we'll lock that up. No, we're not going to lock it up because it locks up everything else. Minimum intervals. We're going to run these, I think, every 15 minutes. Oh, no, we're not going to run them every 15 minutes. Crap. And this is why I needed to check, because I think I've got the... Stand by one here. Okay, so let's see here. Minimum interval, maybe I can do 20 minutes. All right, so what we're going to have to do here is look at Tohoku Shinkansen. Okay, so they're every 8 minutes and 1 second. Let's see here. That's me knocking on my desk, by the way. Every 14 minutes, maybe. All right, what we need to do is look at our options. Let's look at our train options here. So let me switch back over to internets, and boom. So we're looking at Yamabiko services. So we can look at E2s, E3s. Oh wait, E3s. No, we're not going to do E3s. That's those couple to E2s, or they used to couple to E1s, E4s, and E2s. They're only 6 or 7 car unit trains, so they don't carry very many people. So we will not use E3s. We may use more E2 1000s. E5s, they couple to others. See the nose on it? See how it's got you can see that outline on the nose? That opens up. It's a clamshell door. It opens up and it reveals a coupler for these trains to hook up to each other, nose to nose. I'd like to do E6s, but I don't think, again, it's a very long train set. and the H5. The H5 is pretty big. Here, you look in this picture here of the H5, and I know it's not a very big picture, but you can see the H5, and then on the back, that's an Akita Shinkansen E3. Okay, that's how that shakes out. All right, let's see. So H5. I don't think the game has the H5 yet. So let's kick back to there. So we got that, and we go here, and we do this, and we do that, and that. Okay, trains. Tohoku Shinkansen. No, we're doing. Oh, I misspelled it. It's Yamabiko, doofus. Got it. Cool. Trains. All right. Yamabiko Shinkansen. I don't see the line. Where's the line? It says Yamabiko Shinkansen. I'd like to purchase a train. Oh, here we go. Okay, so here's the E2 Shinkansens. So we need to look at this. If we go to the 1000 series, which is the biggest one, you have 8 central cars and 1 end car on each end. So that'll carry 928 packs. I know it's not a lot compared to some of the commuter trains, which will carry 1,500. So, but keep that in mind, 928, right? And we can only buy about 4 or 5 of these right now, which is really all I want because they're going to be running the same line. I don't want to overcrowd this line. Which is why I was considering moving some of the E2s off of Nasuno service to put on here. So we may do that yet. E3s, if you run these, let me think. Akita Shinkansen runs 6 cars. The Yamagata Shinkansen runs 7 or vice versa. But there we're only getting 452 packs. That's no good. All right. So then let's look at the E4 Max. This is a double-decker Shinkansen. And they used to run like in a 10-car set. That would actually work. Even though they're not in service anymore, we could still run them. I mean, what are you going to do? Take away my birthday? So that's a thought. That would be something different. And they're not cheap. It would be $100 million for 4 of those. All right, the E5 Shinkansen, that I think also runs like 6 cars at most, maybe 7. And you can see here it's only 558 packs. So that's not very good. And that's 30 million. Now they're fast, but the game's limited to 250 kilometers per hour. So speed's irrelevant. We're already down 25 kilometers per hour for just the E2. Okay. E6 Shinkansen, let's see, 6. Let's see what the E6 Shinkansen, Tohoku Shinkansen, E6 series. Where's the? Does this only go out to Akita? Oh, crap. Hang on. 7 cars per train set. So the 7-car sets are the Akita Shinkansen. So, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would be this. So there's only 386 packs. So what they do is, again, they coupled one of these, which goes out into the sticks from Morioka, to one of the bigger ones, like the E2s or the E4s or the E7s, whatever. So you have the mass number of people going to the bigger location here, and then you have the people going to the smaller location on this, and there's less people. Then there's the E7s. Now the E7s, they They go out the Joetsu Shinkansen. They don't go up the Tohoku. Wait a minute. Yeah, they do. What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Let's go jump over here and oops, nope. Let's take a look at. That's the game. Stoop. Go over here. All right. Oh no, nope, nope. They do not do the E7 series. I take that lie back. Let's look at the H5 because maybe we could get away with this. Aha! 10 cars per train set. Okay, so it's the H5 series is technically just a E5 modified. It has a heavier duty, stronger chassis and snowplow equipment because they run up to Hokkaido where there's snow. Hardwin Benoit, howdy, howdy. Welcome aboard. How are you? So if we do this, we can actually run this out to 8. That gets us to 858 people. It's still not a huge number. We're still better off running the E2 1000 configuration. So that would be 8 cars, and that gets us to 928 people. Unless we decided, unless we say, hey, screw you guys, I'm going to run the E4 even if they are retired. And run that in a 10-car configuration. Was that what they ran in? I think they did. I think they ran 10 cars. So it'll say down here, it'll say retired, former E4 series. Okay, we hit E4, blah, 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 blah. Here, I'll bring you guys in on this so you can see what I'm looking at. Boom. Cool. There's the E4. So, and it was E4 Max Shinkansen. And it's a double-decker. And this picture actually is 2 E4s connected, coupled together. So you can see the big clamshell door nose setup. Pretty darn good, sir. Oh, damn good. From France. Francois. Very good. Welcome aboard. Thank you for checking in on us. We appreciate you being here. Hope you enjoy the show. And if you have any questions, if you're playing the game, we're playing NIMBY Rails. And we're learning lots about Japan because I've spent time there and love the trains, and we're building the Japanese rail system. And right now we're trying to figure out how to improve some service up on the Tohoku Shinkansen. So this is the E4 Max, which they've been retired now, but we don't care because we can do, it's our railroad, we can do what we want. Ski games, I'm going home. Wow, there's all kinds of crap here, but it doesn't, there's a picture. Oh, you know what? Because I accidentally opened the picture. I want to see this is what I want to see. Now this is that was the old livery, was the blue and white, the blue and pink. This was the newer livery for the E4 Max service. And see again, you can see the clamshell here. We'll zoom in on this. You can see there's a very fine line in the middle. So this nose section opens up sideways and reveals the coupler where it hooks onto the E3s or the E5s or previously E4s or 400s and what have you. All right. So that's E4 Max. No, I don't want you. Okay, here we go. 8 cars per train set. Damn. See, they only had 817 people. Which, if you ever see indications on Japanese trains and you see stuff about green cars are first class. They're reserve cars. They're a little nicer, a little more bigger seats, nicer facilities. And then 763 standard, so you have, that's kind of like coach class on your airlines there. All right, so we're not going to do the E4, although that would be fun. I think we're just going to do some E2 1000s. And if we go down here and we look on the E2, you'll see 10 car J sets, 815 people. So 923 maybe is actually a stretch, but we don't care. We want more people. So that's the J sets, 51 green seats, 764 standard. So we're going to use those. And screw them for, if anybody questions it. That said, I think that means then we're going to, whoops, I need to switch this back over to gameplay. Thank you. And we're going to, I think, just change up the schedule on 4 of the existing Tohoku Line trains. All right. So let's click on them. And E2 101. Now, I'm not sure. Tohoku Shinkansen. Actually, I want to look at the Tohoku Shinkansen schedule. Because I think, I'm not sure if it starts. It starts at Omiya. Then it goes to Oyama. Oh, no, it starts at Oyama because it comes out of the depot. The depot's right here. Hello? 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 That's Oyama. Oh. Oyama's over here. Wait, what? Oh, that's Kogane Station. The depot's right here. Okay. So they start there, they run to Oyama Station, and then they go to Utsunomiya Station. And then they go back through Oyama, then down to Omiya, Ueno-Tokyo, and then they go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Justin Corman, hey, welcome aboard. How are you, sir? How are things up in the tri-state area? And clearly, we have an issue here. We have a scheduling problem. Part of that is because I changed some stuff and wasn't getting good information from the game as far as the schedule change. So I see an issue, and we may have to address this. Tohoku Shinkansen, it's 2 hours and 8 minutes for the round trip, 272 kilometers. And we've got the train spaced 8 minutes apart. 8 minutes and 1 second, technically. So let's go over here. And all right, so 4:29 and 30 seconds. $4:37, $4:45. I did all this last night, and clearly I bollocked something up. $4:53, $5:01, $5:09, $5:17. Well, that's 1:16. Okay. $5:25, $5:33, $5:41, $5:49, $5:57, $6:05, $6:13, $6:21, $6:29. I'm not understanding what the problem is. I've got them on 8-minute intervals. So unless they got hung up somewhere, which is possible they got hung up in the Tokyo corridor between Omiya, because they're on the same tracks with the Joetsu Shinkansens between Omiya and Ueno. They have separate platforms at Ueno Station, and then they're on the same tracks from Ueno into Tokyo Station where they have separate platforms. So, what to do? I think what we can do here, actually, if we do what I was looking at doing, which was trains 4, 8, 12, and 16, we're going to redesignate them for Yamabiko service. I got to move them to a different line. Oh, wait, that's easy enough. What a doofus. Okay. So, what we do is click on this. And instead of line Tohoku Shinkansen, we do Yamabiko Shinkansen. Now, what we do here, snowed last night. What? That's awesome. I was gone. What? It was gone by noon. It snowed again this afternoon. Dude, that's so cool. Yeah, I can get to... You may have seen my videos when we got snow here. That was just the super coolest, awesomest thing, except it was below freezing for almost a week. That was a little insane. But we had snow on the ground for 5 days in Dallas, Texas. It was amazing. Okay, so what we can do here is copy this day, delete this, get rid of this. Boom. Yamabiko service. All right. So we're going to, which train was this? This is Nasano 116. So we're going to just change the name Yamabiko. Yamabiko. Oh, wait, this is going to be 004. So it's going to move it to that separate page. The depot stays the same. It's all good. All right, so Nasano 112, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to change this to Yamabiko, so then we'll know what trains it were. And we're going to change this to Yamabiko Shinkansen. That means that they're going to quit stopping in Oyama. So we copy the day, we ditch this, delete this. Okay, cool. That moved it. See, it's gone now. And we're down to 14 trains on the line. But the schedules will stay the same. So that may actually help speed things up. Well, the morning schedule when the trains deploy out. All right, 108, that's going to be our next one. Go ahead and change that over to the Yamabiko Shinkansen. We do this, copy the day, delete all the slots, paste all the slots, and get rid of this default slot. And then we're going to go to Yamabiko 108. And then 104. This is going to be Yamabiko 104, which this is one of the ones here that's tied up. 104. We change this to Yamabiko Shinkansen. Copy the day, delete all slots, paste in the slots, and then we got to get rid of this one. Boom. Swell. Okay, we fixed it now. So now we can come down here to Yamabiko Shinkansen, and we got 4 trains. So we got Yamabiko 104, 108, 112, and... Huh? That's the late departure, right? Yes, it is. This should be 116. Which would be 004, so we'll do 116. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. You know something I didn't consider here? Let me just look back here at the history. 200 series trains. They ran Yamabiko service. I think that... And they ran 8, 10, 12, 13, or 16 cars. Oh, snap. What? Okay, I'm looking for the number of people they carried. 12 car E sets. There are 12 car E sets, 12 car F sets. Formations, 10 car G sets, 8 car, 16 car H sets. Ah, seating capacity. 50, 95. Ooh, that's a lot of people. I like that. Oh yeah, the 200s had the cool looking nose. They looked like the 100, but they were green and awesome. So let's see. So 16 car H sets. Okay, wait. Oh, they were used on Yamabiko, nicknamed Super Yamabiko services. They incorporated 2 bi-level green cars, cars 9 and 10. These sets entered service from 23 June 1990. Blah 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 blah, and the blah blah blah. Formations. Okay. Could I just get a number? Could you just tell a brother how many people? Well, hell with that. Let's just look in the game. Let's just look under trains. If we buy a new train and we get an E, no, it's not a 2, it's a 200 series. So I think it's under, yeah, 200 Shinkansen. S200. And go 16 cars. Whoa, 1,590 people. I like it. That is something we will have to consider. It's $43 million, but that's a lot of butts in seats, gang. Butts in seats are what we need. So, butts in seats. Good thing. All right. So let's look at, well, no, stay on the game. All right. So now we've made the changes. So effectively this train and this train should actually blast out of here. So let's see what happens. Punch it. Oh, they got to wait. All right, so now it's going to go do its thing. And 16 and 4 are right next to each other, which kind of sucks. Wait, what? Yamabiko. Oh, great. Now he's behind 1. How did that happen? Oh, and he's behind 112. Well, that's no good. Okay, I need to put Yamabiko 116. Let me see. Trains. No. Well, maybe here. Yamabiko 116. Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. Let me do Tohoku 116. Yamabiko service, Tohoku 116. Ah, that's better. I like that. Now we can see what everything is. So we're going to change this to Tohoku 104 and Tohoku 108. And Tohoku 112, 12, and go. And then on the Tohoku Shinkansen, okay, I guess it's just because the word's longer. Because there, you just saw, hold on, burp, 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 back up, back the train up. See here, it says Tohoku E2 Nasuno 107. So here, we're working with what space we have in the little placard. So that's all good. All right, cool. Punch it, Sulu. All right, we'll see how this shakes out. And it's probably going to be the next day. Why is it bouncing around? That's flipping goofy. Oh, it's probably data up here or whatever that's causing it to do that. Okay, get that out of the way. Now, the question is, there's Nasuno. I'm looking for a... This is Joetsu, Nasuno. If the Yamabiko service is like, they're all clustered together, that would suck. Where's my Yamabiko? Oh, geez, we're playing grab ass up here, guys. What are we doing? Nasuno, Yamabiko. This train has nobody on it. That sucks. All right, let's follow it. Oh, wait, slow down because I want to keep the placard up. Hopefully, and you know, we could actually make this, there's another way I could have done, well, maybe. nobody going into town this time of night. So that means we should have more people. Oh, whoops. Hold up. We got a major problem. All right, let's go down the Yamabiko line. This is part of the issue. Okay, they do not. Oops. Let me do this. Okay, so we're going to do paste. No, not 90%. Well, actually, 250 is the top speed after the ice cream man. Problem is, in here, from here to Ueno, it's only 100 kilometers an hour. Oops, not 1,000. And Tokyo, and here. Okay, cool. 4 trains, 20-minute intervals. That's the idea. The schedule actually isn't set up that way. But it actually kind of works out that way. An hour and 20 minutes round trip, 20-minute intervals, 4 trains. How about that? Paste. Set minimum. Oh, I got it locked. Set minimum intervals. I just need to check the times they're set to deploy and go from there. Okay, so now we'll lock that up. So now we got this squared away, and now that's going to help. We just got to get through today. We'll get into tonight, and we'll dink around with it some more and go from there. Okay, Yamabiko service is carrying nobody into town. It's held up behind Tohoku. It keeps bumping it. Bump, bump, move faster. It's trying to go 250 still. Ueno. So Omiya to Ueno, it's 100. Ueno to Tokyo, it's 100. Tokyo to Ueno, it's 100. Ueno to Omiya, it's 100. And then beyond that, it's 250. So I don't know why it may not have caught its orders yet. Lock that, lock that. All right. So everything there. Omiya to Utsunomiya. Utsunomiya to Omiya. 250. 1 hour and 40 minutes. Okay. Actually, so we may need to buy 2 more trains. That's 6. No, 5 trains. 20, 40, 60, hour 20, hour 40. So 5 trains would get this done. So we may only need 1 more train. That would be good. 1 more train is good because they are not cheap. All right, still trying to go faster. And they're in the same, it's in the same platform. Okay, now. Oh, wow, really? This is how I'd ride the Shinkansen from Ueno Station into Tokyo Station. Okay, 102 kilometers an hour we can live with. Just barely speeding. All right, we need Nasuno service to get out of the way. I think our spacing will be better, but I don't know. It's kind of tripping everything up here, isn't it? All right, so really only 1 person's getting on? 2 packs to Ueno Station. Yikes. That's what I call frickin' yikes. Tell me that Nasuno service needs to get out of the way. Get out of the way. We're going to have to reevaluate their schedule too. Because I think they make like 2-minute stops. All right, 43, 95, 100 kilometers. Okay, so now here we go. So we got 10 packs for Utsunomiya Station. And we're going the speed limit. Just going the speed limit's good. we're going slow, Ricky Bobby. All right, here we go. All right, yep, Nasano service is in the way, but we're on a separate platform. Unfortunately, okay, it's going to get out and it's going to punch burners and go. We'll catch it and blow by it at Oyama Station. Now we're going 250. Now we got 204 packs for Utsunomiya Station. All right, so let's hold up there because we're still in the neighborhood. Let's pause for a second. Let's drop back and punt. Look at Omiya and out. Well, it's a Tuesday evening. It's rush hour. 9 packs for Utsunomiya Station. So something is either working or something's going wonky. I'm not sure which it is. That's going 250. What is it? Are you catching the end of it? You shouldn't be. It's going 250. They may have had to slow down around a turn or something. Oops, follow it. I mean, it looks like it's going fast. It's going fast. Going fast, Cal. That said, this will make a nice little chunk of change here. Yeah, see, we gotta get this spacing figured out. I don't know. This is kind of goofy stuff. Had to slow down for that curve a little bit there. All right, here we go in the Oyama Station. And zoom. There we go out of Oyama Station. Sweet. He hit the brakes. We flew right by. See, the tracks aren't actually overlapping. There's a place where the tracks actually overlap here. Some of these stations and stuff. But the otherwise, the Tohoku Shinkansen runs elevated most of the way up through here. In fact, all the way, I think. There's Utsunomiya Line. Say, wave at them. See ya. We're out of here. And then we should be coming up to where that university is. Nope. We're coming into Utsunomiya Station. There we are. Hooray. Cha-ching. Oh, now we're picking up people. All right. So now we got 269 people. It's 844. Go faster. So we got another train right behind us, and he had to stop. Haha. See ya. All right, here we come into Omiya. Drop people off. And now we're caught up behind a Joetsu Shinkansen. Boo. That sucks. Which is the same train we have. Same speed and all that stuff. Oh, we picked up a bunch of people for Utsunomiya. Look, people have to pay more to go to Omiya Station than they do Utsunomiya. That doesn't make any sense. How does that work? Unless they're... Oh, it may be based on where they're coming in from. Ah, now, see? 303 people. And we're hauling their butts out of there. No waiting. Zoom to the zoom. Now we're going to have to... No, we have 2 different platforms up here. And... Dun, 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 dun. We're playing chase. Shoom. Goodbye. It would just... And I know the game's going to get more advanced. He's got timetable stuff coming up in the next release. I think he's taking a little bit of a break right now because, I mean, the game is really cool, guys. I mean, I highly recommend it. Make sure, you know, and it's not much. It's less than $20. At least it was when I got it. I don't think it was on sale at the time. I just bought it because it was like $16. But um, you know, go get it. All right, 58 packs to Utsunomiya. Hopefully we don't run out of gas. And Nasuno 001. Oh, no, this one will run to the latest time, I think. I got to check the timings because I actually did the timing stuff on this to make sure that Utsunomiya was the last stop for these trains. Because I don't want to deal with... See, there's nobody on board the train now. So if the train decides it's done for the night, I'm perfectly fine with that. Because then we don't lose any money from that aspect. I don't want to refund anybody because we didn't carry them to... And that's just a goofy deal. So we got nobody on board. Nobody on board. All right, so that's fine. So, I mean, in theory, we could have, service could have ended an hour ago. A lot of the trains are now up, and we're done. But there's nobody on board, so we don't have to refund people because they reached the depot, which is stupid. But again, that's just something that's got to be fixed with the game. Okay. And the Utsunomiya line trains are still coming in. Now these are not showing anybody. That doesn't have anybody. That doesn't have anybody. See, so clearly I need to go back through and review all this. Mito line trains, that doesn't have anybody on board. Nobody's on board. Nobody's on there. I mean, nobody should be freaking catching a train at, 1:30 in the morning anyway. Now, that said, let's do a little zoom in. We have 34 passengers in Omiya Station. That's good. These are up to Utsunomiya line. These people just showed up. Oyama, Shimodate. That's the end of the Mito line. Yeah, it's the end of the line from Mito line. Right there. The Chikuse. And we can run some people out that way and extend the line this way. So this all feeds in. So basically, again, we're extending the catchment area for Oyama. And then we can put people on the Shinkansen and send them wherever the hell they want. We do have cases where people come from here and they want to go over here. Hey, cool. Works for me. Pay me. I'll take you there. So, good stuff there. We got, I think, most of that figured out. Nobody's on that train. Okay, all right. Anybody on this train? Nope. Not these. One packs. Okay, well that's a cheap refund. So what we may have to do here is I need to keep the spacing between these trains, right? So how can we keep the spacing between the trains? I think if we consider this, Utsunomiya to Omiya Station is 23 minutes and 50 seconds, right? This is a given, this is a given, this is a given. It's the stop times that's different from the Tokaido line, or Tohoku line, right? So, let's look at this. Utsunomiya to Omiya, 23 minutes and 50 seconds. Oh, yes. Utsunomiya to Oyama, 9 minutes 11 seconds. 10 minutes 11 seconds. 36:36. Huh. That seems weird. Why wouldn't the at this speed, this plus this minus this should be pretty much the same as this, because you're going from place A to place C. You're just not stopping at B. You're stopping at B here. Utsunomiya to Oyama. 3636. This is not... Okay. You know what? It just hasn't computed, has not recomputed correctly. That's the issue. We're going to unlock this. We're going to reset all our minimum stop sign times. So now that clears that issue. I think we're going to have to recompute this issue, this deal here. Let me do this, let me do this, and this. Ueno to Omiya Station, boom. So this will lock this so that doesn't change. Omiya to Ueno, 100 clicks. Ueno-Tokyo, 100 clicks. Tokyo to Ueno, 100 clicks. Ueno to Omiya, 100 clicks. Everything else is 250, right? Aha! Now we change the times. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so now we have something to work with. Oyama to Omiya, 1518, 1618, 3649. For Oyama, no. No. Oops. Here it is. I goofed it up. Utsunomiya, 9 minutes and 11 seconds. 10 minutes and 11 seconds. 25 minutes and 27 seconds. 25, 27. Close. It just, I mean, you lose some time with your deceleration and everything, but it's close. So what I'm looking at here is to maintain the spacing, make the station stop times longer for the Yamabiko, because then you have, you know, you can delay it a little bit. Or I could reduce the speed, but I really don't want to do that because it's going to fart everything up. So 2350 from Utsunomiya to Omiya at 250. Ooh, cool. Squirrel. I have a wart on the inside, kind of down by my left elbow. And I've just dealt with it over the years. It's not a big one or anything. Just kind of pick away at it every here and there. But I got some of that acid stuff that you can get at Walmart to remove it. And yeah, now I'm just jacking with it and making it goober up. Cool. Anyway. All right. So how to correct this issue? Because I want these trains to just run at an even spacing. And to do the spacing thing, I think we can control that with our stops at Omiya Station. We've got them coming in on separate platforms, right? And so that's where I think we can make the difference. So Yamabiko is 2350 from Utsunomiya down to Omiya. Tohoku Shinkansen is 2425. What did we say? 2527? We're a minute and a half off. So in theory, if we go here, I'd slow that down. And now the question is, do we need to do that on the outbound track too? Because the speeds all through here are going to be the same. I don't know. That's what I need. I think we can watch them, but I think that's going to be the trick. Is just slow them down. On the inbound, That'll allow this guy to catch up. So that leg from here to here would effectively be the same distance, or same time, from here to here. And that maintains, because from here to here it's the same, from here to here it's the same, and then from here to here it's different. So 142.20, really? Duh. I probably didn't think that through. 144.07, 142.21. There's the difference. It's basically 2 minutes. So Yamabiko Shinkansen, we can trip it up here, and then we want to make it 144.07. We need to add, this is going to be at Omiya Station. Punch this up to 2 minutes. That's that. 144.01, 144.07. So let's make this 2. Okay. This is going to seem like a stupid number, but this is going to work. It's going to work. I have a plan. Remember, we kept the schedule, the time schedule, the same when these trains were running the Tohoku Shinkansen schedule. So all we're doing now is we're matching the full length run for that, but we're setting stop times at Omiya to allow for proper separation. So I think this will work. I think. All right, cool. How's everyone doing today? Is it snowing where you are? It's snowing where Justin is. We had a gentleman on earlier from France. I don't know if he's still here, but that was super cool of him to check in. 26:01 for interval times. Okay, so 26-minute intervals. Which is... Actually, I don't... Again, we're not going to mess with that. Because we've built this schedule to match this schedule. And so we will have a release of train 01, 02, 03 on the Tohoku Shinkansen, and then train 04 will run, and it will start by going north immediately. It doesn't go to Oyama. Your device will restart out. No, stupid. I'll restart my device when I damn well please. Thank you. Frickin' Windows. All right. I think I'm happy with this setup here. Let's run through a day and see how it works. So we're on Wednesday. Okay. Zoom, zoom, zoom. All right. Now, we're not going to have anybody on the trains this early. I take that lie back. We'll have a few people on the trains this early. This will be, once we get to 9 a.m. Okay, here's our Yamabiko, which it's coming in. Again, it didn't stop at Omiya. These guys stopped at Omiya, and then they went up to Utsunomiya. So he's only at... Oh, they skipped Oyama. I keep forgetting. All right. So, spacing-wise, these guys should be pretty good. See how he's kind of close here? I think this is going to work. I think. That can be a dangerous proposition. But now I believe we're going to see the spacing be better. Let me slow it down so we can see what the hell we're doing. Where are you? Okay, he's heading into Ueno Station still. So there's an Asano 102, which means 101's already left Tokyo. And 103 is pulling into Tokyo. And here's our Yamabiko 104. He's just pulling into Ueno, which means he's 2 minutes behind, which means I think this is going to work. Oh, that sucks. Man, I hate that kind of tease. I mean, it's pretty, but I figure if it's going to snow, let it snow, for God's sake. Ouch. And now I've done it. I've made this wart thingy angry at me. Oh well. He'll get over it. Okay. So, now we're northbound again. And that's this guy. Nasuno. No, that's Nasuno 103. Tohoku. Here we go. And where's the next southbound? Tohoku 104. I think our spacing's going to work. 103. Joetsu's up here. Now, the Tohoku Shinkansen and the Joetsu Shinkansen have separate platforms at Tokyo Station, at Ueno Station, and at Omiya Station. See, they have 4 platforms, which, unfortunately, the game doesn't work the way it should. There should be double crossovers or whatever. So there would be 4 platforms. They come in, they turn, and so you'll see it. And it does that. And it half blocks the other track, which is kind of silly. Okay, so there's the Joetsu. Joetsu is going to take its time. I'm not going to mess with them. Unless we start getting conflicts in here. Alright, I see trains going opposite directions. But nobody's playing grab ass with each other. Well, nope. That's Joetsu. This is Tohoku. This is good. Which technically it's not Joetsu anymore. It's Hokuriku. All right, here we go. Omiya Station. And we got 6 platforms. And yeah, they serve different levels of service. One thing I do have that's a bit of an issue, it snows 44. That's some deep cold air. You know what you got to have to pull that off? To have snow, you have to have cold air at 3 levels of the atmosphere. Kind of higher, middle, and near the ground. So that just means just above the ground, you had cold air. Nicholas Huffnagel. This is NIMBY Rails, which is interesting. I know what NIMBY means now. N-I-M-B-Y. It is not in my backyard. So, somebody, the creator of the game, the developers, said, hey, we're going to call it NIMBY Rails. Okay. All right, so our Shinkansen's carrying 69 packs up, which is making some good money. Let's fast forward here. We want to get to 9 a.m. And then we start the new business day because remember, we're at plus 09 in relation to Greenwich Mean Time, or UTC. So at 9 a.m. Tokyo time, the financials reset for the new game, or new day, excuse me. All right, so we're going to fast forward here. Clearly, we're moving a lot of packs because this is moving kind of slow. All right, there we go. Cool. All right, let's see what we got here. There's a Tohoku Shinkansen, Joetsu Shinkansen. Beautiful. We do not want the Tohoku Shinkansens playing grab ass with each other. All right, let's see money-wise how we did for Tuesday. Running cost. Cool. Made $53 million in fares. We had $2.5 million in compensation refunds. So you knock this off. We made almost $48 million. Nice. I like it. Cha-ching! Full stations are still an issue. You can see right here, we have 4,000 packs at a 10,000 capacity station, which, in my estimation, if you can't put more than 10,000 people in the station, don't ding me for that. That's not my fault. That's the game's fault. You know, it's your fault as a programmer. So why are you sweating me? Come on, man. All right, there we go. Let's go fast. You can see lots of trains coming in and out of here. Wait. Hold it. Oops. There it is. We got grab ass going on here. I get, well, it's not ideal, but it'll be okay. There's only 4 Yamabiko trains on the line, so let them, you know, there's 2 coming in together. That's a Joetsu and a Tohoku, so. All right, now here's what I was looking at. Fubasami Station, there's 443 packs want to go there. Where the hell is that? Okay, it's over here in Nikko. Oh, it's all the way up on the Nikko line. Which means people have to go to Utsunomiya. How do you get there? You can take the slow train or you can take the fast train. And if you take the fast train, you got 2 options on the fast train. You can take the Yamabiko service, which will get there with no stop in Omiya, or you can get there with 1 stop on the Nasuno service. So let's see if we can keep an eye on this number here. 561 Imachi Station. Where the hell is that? It's on the same line. There's 1,000 people that want to go out here to the middle of nowhere. Okay, thanks. That's swell. Problem is they've waited 33 minutes. I don't know what they're waiting for. Catch the train. Let's go up here and look. Okay, 928 of 928 on this E2. 472 going to Oyama, 456 to Utsunomiya. Let's go find the next up. There's the Yamabiko service. All right, we need the next Yamabiko service that's coming in. Here it is. How convenient. All right, it's only half full right now, but it's half full. And let's see how many people are going to Utsunomiya Station. 1,000. Okay, so there's our problem. There's where our overcrowding is occurring because we've got 1,000 people wanting to go to Utsunomiya Station, and I'm not sure what train they're taking because this train, really? There you go. There's the train. Take the train. But they're not taking the train. You could take the slow train, but I guess they want to take the fast train, right? Okay, now they're full of 928 packs for Utsunomiya Station. Look at this. There's 1,000 people want to go here, and we know where that is. That's on that's on the Nikko line. Gee, many Christmas! I can't move these people fast enough. So, what to do? I have an idea. But we probably need to get through today to execute it. And that's going to be to switch out these E2s for 200 series that'll carry 1,500 packs. Let's just do that. So that will help move those people faster because then we can pack more of them on the train. So the Yamabiko service is about to change. We're going to ditch the E2s and put on, see, because this train's full. But the 200 series, the 16 car 200 series will carry almost double the packs. See, there's another one. Back up, pause. Where'd you go? Kanuma Station. All right, you guys want to put bets on it? It's either on the Ryomo line, it's on the Mito line, or it's on the Nikko line. Where do you think it is? Any guesses? Let's see. All right, any guesses? Any guesses? Any guesses? Mito line. It's going to be on one of these three. This is the Mito line, this is Yokohama line, and this is the Nikko line. Where is Kanuma Station? The 675 people want to go to. It's all train full. All right, here we go. Ready? Bam. It's on the Nikko line, of course. Everybody wants to go out in the sticks at Utsunomiya. I guess it's pretty this time of year. All right, so that... Damn it, we got a Nasuno service right behind. That's okay. So, let's... is this game really buggy? It's got a few issues. It's not really buggy. It's... it will be better when more features get implemented into the game. The problem is what I'm trying to do with it is complicated because I'm trying to replicate real train schedules. All right, so let's do this. Yamanote Shinkansen, check it out. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take Tohoku 104, and I don't have an option just to straight up replace the train. We're not going to clone it. We'll clone the schedule. Copy the entire week's schedule. And then we're going to purchase a new train. Hey, look here. What class were these? H? Did I see? Is it 16 car sets? K sets. H. 16 car H sets. Okay. 200H. This is going to be, okay, serial. What am I doing on serial here? It's Tohoku. $104. Ooh, base color. I gotta do the silver. Hang on. Oh, they're white with the, oh yeah, the decal color. Okay, so I can copy this. Back here. Base color is white. Decal color. Paste. Oh no, we are not doing that. Use the line color. Where's the line? Oh, I don't have the line on it yet. We're not going to do a blank schedule. We're going to run an existing line. We're going to run the Yamanote Shinkansen. 16 cars, blah, 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 blah. Very good. Bye. Now we're going to paste the schedule. Boom. And we're good to go. All right, so there's Tohoku 104. And we're going to get them started. And as soon as we get this one somewhere, we'll start copying these guys off of him. So let's get them moving. Ah, there it goes. Now I got the green stripes on the side. Excellent. That's the prototype. The prototype had green stripes on the sides. Sweet. All right. Tohoku 104, Yamanote service. Excellent. All right, where is he? He's northbound. Wait, where is this train? Oh, he's up here. It's a Utsunomiya station. Why is... Oh, yikes. Okay, hang on. We may have to... We're going to take a ding on some money here, but we're going to actually kill some people. Sort of. Toku. Yamanote. How many people do you have on board? 82? That's not bad. We can ditch them. This is why I normally would do this on the overnight. let's see here. Oh, crap. Hang on. So this is the same schedule as this guy. We're going to copy this guy's schedule. Clone this train. Tohoku Shinkansen 200H. Tohoku 108. Hello? 108. Decal color, use line color, blah, blah, blah. Clone from Tohoku Shinkansen. Yeah, that's the schedule. Purchase. Post. Paste. So now it's actually got the schedule of 10. What? Oh, I haven't started it yet. Then it'll pick up the line color. Boom. There it goes. All right, so this guy, sell. This guy, sell. I know, we're going to have to refund a bunch of people. All right, so now we need 112 and 116 replaced. So 112, we're going to copy the schedule. We're going to actually clone 108. So we get the information. 200, no, 200. Tohoku 112. Blah, 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 blah. Purchase. Now we're going to paste the schedule. Done. Hit the go button. And there it's out. And then we're going to sell this guy. Yeah, it's going to be funky for the day. And then this guy, copy the schedule. 112. Clone the train. Again, normally we would do this on the overnight. But I want to get these people moving. Want the people moving. All right, paste the schedule. We're good to go. Use the line color. And sell that train. Punch it, Sulu. It's going to be ugly for a bit. We'll run it forward. We just sold some trains, though, and we bought some trains and make some money. So, all right, cool. So they're going to be coming out of the station at a little bit odd schedule times. Again, it'll take overnight. They'll sort it out. But now, let's see. Yamabiko 104. Oh crap! This is up. I want this. Holy shnikey, look at that. 1,590 people going to Utsunomiya. That might just help clean out Omiya Station a little bit. You think? Fubasami Station, where the hell is that? It's on the Nikko line. Really? I mean, really? All right, we're going to get you people moved. We're going to move your butts because you ain't going. These trains ain't going to Omiya Station. Imachi Station, Isabashi Station, Jishi Medical University, that's going to be... Now, what people can do here, and I'm not sure if they will, is they can take the E2s, or they'll take the 200, or they could take the E2 to Utsunomiya and then catch the Utsunomiya line because it's like 2 stops south, right? So if we jump up here to Jichi Medical University Station, and this is like, yeah, see Jichi Medical University Hospital. It's like 1, 2, 3 stops south. So you could take the bullet train up and then take the Utsunomiya line train back down, or you could just go to Omiya or Oyama and go up. That's not a stop. Kogane Station. Oh, it's only 2 stops up. So in other words, these people would take the Tohoku, Nasuno service. That's it. They take the Nasuno service. All right. So maybe now we can get people going to Utsunomiya faster, and then we can get all these other little podunk places cleaned out and moved up 2,194 packs. We want to watch that number. Shimotsuke, we know that's got to be up. Okay, there goes a Yamabiko service train. So, Utsunomiya, 2,143 packs. Terrific. There's a crap ton of people that want to go to Utsunomiya. Well, now you got 3 ways to get there. You got fastest, you got pretty fast, and you got slow. Because we don't have express lanes on the regular line. Express train, excuse me. I guess I could reestablish some. Because the Utsunomiya line I have running to Tokyo Station and back up here. So in theory, let me see here. Utsunomiya comes in on these platforms. So here's the Ueno-Tokyo line. And there's the Shonan Shinjuku line. So the Utsunomiya line has these 2 platforms they could use. Well, they could use this one. Because this other one, see, there he is. Okay, no, he's turning here. So the Ueno-Tokyo line, and that train should be full. That's not. That sucks. They're handling everybody through the Tokyo corridor. Utsunomiya trains are going from Omiya north. Saikyo line trains are the locals going from Omiya to Shinjuku. So here's 332 people. They've been waiting a long ass time though. Utsunomiya. We're still at 2,359 packs. Where the hell are all these people? Okay, here's the Yamabiko service. All right. Okay, now we're down to 930 packs to Utsunomiya Station. That's good. That's good. Now we're getting them cleaned out. Now we're up to wait, what? Jesus. What is it about this? I never went there when I was in Japan. Is there something special? Now they're up to 1,000 people. Ugh, it's all train worth. All right, we need another Yamabiko Shinkansen to come in here. We're going to go this speed so we can see the trains come and go. Lots of pretty colors. All right, come on. We may have to try to squeeze a couple more of these in here because there's 1,149 people that want to go up there. 1,007. Wait, no. Juetsu. We still have to set up the oh, here's another Yamabiko. Oh, did I get it? No, I did not. Stop. You. Wow, another 1,590 people. But then there's we're down to 3 going to Utsunomiya. So they're cleaned out. That's 116. So 104 should be next. Yeah, they're heading to Tokyo and Ueno. And I think by the math I had, oh shoot, no, that would have jacked things up. We still got to keep the spacing, and that'll set up correctly in the morning after we get through the overnight tonight. Okay, so there's 79 packs to, okay, now that's, again, a full train going to Utsunomiya. Full train. How many people got left? Okay, now, here's the thing. This is looking better, actually. Oh, this is looking much better. Much, much better. Because we're cleaning out all the Utsunomiya bound people, look at the numbers here now. Now we're down to just like a couple dozen people. Okay, Nikko Station is still eating it. But I'm thinking they're going to be next. Shimotsuke Osawa Station had hundreds of people waiting to go there. Okay? So I think this is going to work. Utsunomiya has 30. I think this is going to work. All right, cool. Punch it. So another project on the in the future is going to be the extension of this line here. And this is the Takasaki Line. The Takasaki Line, because you have the Utsunomiya Takasaki Line. And what that is that's the joint line that runs from Omiya Station into Tokyo Station. the Utsunomiya line is the Tohoku line, so that runs this way. It's the slow boat line going north. The Takasaki line runs not this way. This is the Joetsu Shinkansen, which is now the Hokuriku Shinkansen. But it parallels it. So it will run out here to Kumagaya. Actually, this is the approach in right here. So that'll be a new endeavor that we work on before too long, is hooking up the Takasaki line, which is your local trains between Omiya and Kumagaya. And then this is like a little private railroad here that runs this line here. And then Shinkansen continues, and then the Takasaki line continues, and they parallel each other, I think, as they work their way up into the mountains. So, because then they start running out here. Eventually, excuse me, they get up here to Nagano. And then they go, here's Joetsu, but I don't think they actually stop there. Now they go to Niigata. Yes. I think they go to Nagaoka and then go into Niigata. And somewhere up here is Hokuriku, I believe. Because that's the name of it. That's why it's called the Hokuriku Shinkansen. It actually goes to Hokuriku. Oh, I'll have to look. But there's Joetsu. That's the old name. I go over here. Kanazawa. Something serves Kanazawa, I think. Komatsu, of course, is the namesake of the... I don't know if that's the namesake, but the industrial equipment company. Hamamatsu, see, we'll have the Tokaido Shinkansen will continue down through Shizuoka, and then it comes down through here and to Nagoya. Oh, Nagoya and Nagano. I confused the two. It goes to Nagoya, and then it goes into Kyoto, Osaka, and then it becomes Japan Rail Central, which takes you down here to Yamaguchi and Shimonoseki. And it crosses over to Kyushu, the southern island here. And it runs into Fukuoka, and the Kyushu Shinkansen actually runs into Fukuoka. Then the Kyushu Shinkansen takes you from there. I think it goes to Kumamoto, and then maybe to Kagoshima, somewhere down here. If you ever wondered, say I've been to Kumamoto, third largest castle in Japan is in Kumamoto. It suffered damage during the earthquake not too long ago, though. Aso is this volcano up here. Aso-san? Well, it should be Asoyama. Let me see if it shows it where it is on the map. There's Minami Aso. I would think this is Aso-san. Yeah, this is okay. So Aso-san is Asoyama. Asoyama is a active volcano, and it's 7 craters. Yeah, I was stationed in Japan while I was in the Air Force. I was stationed in Okinawa technically, but I spent time in Japan. So for a period of time I had a girlfriend in Kumamoto, which is right over here. Okay, and one day we went up to. Oh, actually, I don't know if she was there that day. I think she may have had to work. But we went up to Asoyama. It's the largest crater area of any volcano in the world. It's actually 7, Aso Volcano Museum. It's actually 7 craters that are connected, all right? But you can go on top and actually stand on the lip of the volcano and look down into the volcano. It's not terribly impressive. It's just gray, dirt. But the steam vents are still active. So, yeah, that was really cool. And then the other thing in Kumamoto, okay, Kumamoto. This should be, is Kumamoto Castle? This is Kumamoto Castle, I think. I jogged to Kumamoto Castle. This seems like, it feels like this is Kumamoto Castle. And then my girlfriend at the time, she worked at Iwate Aisatan department store. Kumamoto Joe could be over here. We have to look at it on Google Maps. Anyway, so yeah, cool place. But the Kyushu Shinkansen runs on the island here, and it's an 800 series train that you don't find anywhere else. It's a little different. I don't think it goes as fast as the mainland Shinkansen, and they hit their top speeds, I think, between Osaka and Fukuoka. I think they go through Hiroshima. I think they go through Okayama. I think they go through Himeji. So it's like Osaka, Kobe, Himeji, Okayama, maybe Fukuyama, Hiroshima, maybe Yamaguchi, and then into Fukuoka. So, all right. So here's where we are in Japan. So this is Tokyo. This is the Kanto Plain. All right. This is Tokyo Bay. This area here. And again, right where I've got the thing, that's Yokosuka Naval Base, U.S. Navy's naval base. So I was stationed on Okinawa. So there's Tokyo. See Naha down there in the middle of the map? This here, Naha, that's Okinawa, this island right here. That's where I was stationed. So let's zoom in and look at it. Yomitan Peninsula, Kadena Air Base. That's where I lived. Kadena Air Base, yay. So here's the AMC Terminal, which is Air Mobility Command. Kadena Post Office. Reisner Gym. All right, my dorm. So Reisner Gym at the time, this was 1990 to 1993. This was the largest gym in the U.S. military in the world. My dormitory was right here. It was H-shaped. It went this way. So we had this parking lot, and then the base ops building was here. Base ops had the Anthony's Pizza delivery service, so you could call them up, walk across the parking lot, boom, Edge Pizza. This is the base bowling alley here, which was awesome because it was open 24/7 until like the second year or third year I was there. Then they shut down like at like at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Then they'd open back up at 5 a.m. What part of the military? I was in the Air Force. So yeah, this was the gym. We could walk out the back door of our dorm, and we could be in the back door of the bowling alley in 1 minute, or you could be in the back door of Reisner Athletic Complex in 90 seconds, depending on how slow you walked. And then you could always walk down the street here and go to, there was a little mini mart down here, whatever they called it. And yeah, this was my home for from January 1990 to August 1993. Then we went to Gate 2. So here's the USO at Gate 2. And we'd walk down Gate 2 Street. And then this is Moromi Avenue. And we'd either walk down this alley here or walk down Moromi, and we'd come up here. And up in this area here is a block where all the discotheques were. So we'd hang out there. And then right down in here was a bar called A-Sign. And we'd go there after the discotheques closed at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And then we could walk back to base. It took it was like half a mile down here or whatever. It took about 10-15 minutes, depending on if you were walking fast or if you had like a drunk buddy you were carrying on your shoulder. Otherwise, our airplanes were originally, so here's the AMC Terminal. F-15s are all through here. Batman symbol. Originally 17 Special Ops, we were here, but then they moved us over to the other side, the SAC side of the base. And so that's where we were. And yeah, that's Kadena. Miss it. Tsunabe Baba Park. This used to be Tsunabe Sportsland over here. I had a part-time job there working on go-kart tracks, at the go-kart track. So that was super cool. And we go down here to the seawall. So there's a seawall along here. And Wayne Westfall, my buddy, he got like a hibachi grill. So we'd buy steaks or whatever, hamburgers, and we'd go down, we'd cook out on the seawall on Saturday nights and stuff, jam the stereos. Everybody cruised the seawall. It was cool. Fun times. This is Gate 1 right here. So yeah, went down Gate 1, kicked over here, went down here. Yeah, Tsunabe Sportsland was over here. So, fun times. Getting on. So here's Futenma Marine Corps Air Station. If you've ever watched the movie Hacksaw Ridge, that basically took place in this area. as you got down here to Shuri Temple or Shuri Castle. Shuri Castle. So here's Naha Airport. Shuri Castle is maybe right up here. And then somewhere up in here was a Nike Hercules missile site where they had Nike Hercules missiles to defend the island against the Russians or Chinese or whoever they wanted to blow out of the sky. But yeah, they had Nike Hercules site up in here. I walked around it one day. Yeah. Awesome. And then somewhere off of, so here's Kadena, Chatan. Somewhere right here in like 50 feet of water is a Japanese Zero. And you'll get in trouble if you dive on it. You don't want to, I mean, you could, because again, it's not very deep. But yeah, you can go dive on it. And then there's like the Naval Hospital is over in here. Maybe here. There's Marine Corps bases all over the island. Oh, the U.S. Naval Hospital, Okinawa. There's like 10 Marine Corps bases on the island. So then you have Naha, then you have Highway 58 that goes up to Nago. And yeah, that's the Ryukyu Island chain. All right, so let's go back up here to the Kanto Plain. We're in, so what is Yamabiko, where are these guys? Okay, so the Utsunomiya Station. Now see, this train is on its way to Utsunomiya and had 508 packs on it. So now we're getting the people cleaned out. Now we don't have enormous numbers. 119 packs for Utsunomiya Station. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's punch it and get into the night rush hour, which starts about 6:30. So we got a couple hours to buzz through here. Yeah, what did I fly? I didn't fly. I worked on the airplanes. I was a crew chief. We had HC-130 Combat Shadows, which is a C-130 Hercules, if you're familiar with that, 4-prop turboprop, aircraft. Okay, so now this is looking much better. Omiya Station, 1,000 people at 1823. Now we're going to watch this number. And then we're going to watch Shinkansen to Tohoku 104. Anyway, the HC-130 was the rescue variant of the C-130. It had a tracker radome up on the top. It depends on which model it was. There were HC-130. We had a J, which was a... Wait, no, we didn't have an HC-130J. We had an HC-130H, which was... It did not have... Did it have the tracker radome? I think that was 0986. Let's see. 5821, 5822, and 5825 were HC-130Ns. So they had the standard bulb, kind of rounded C-130 nose. There's a big tracker radome thing, which looks like a boat up on top. And then we had in-flight refueling under the outboard wings, outboard of engines 1 and 4. So pods that look like fuel tanks, but they drop, there's a reel in it, and you extend a hose out, and the helicopters can fly up with their probe and plug into the hose, and you pump gas to them while you're flying. So we were tankers. We flew, we did in-flight refueling of special ops helicopters, rescue helicopters, then special ops helicopters. We had a former JC-130, that was a satellite catcher. So it had the Fulton recovery nose, and then it had some other special stuff on board so it could catch satellites in the 60s, 50s, and, well, 60s, early 60s. They did the Catch a Falling Star program. So then we had 6500986 was an HC-130H. 650992 and 650994 and 660216 were HC-130P models, Papa models. Those had the Fulton nose, so they had the whiskers that would fold out and you could pick up something off the ground while you're flying by. If you ever watch the movie The Green Berets, they do a Fulton recovery of like this. They capture like a Vietnamese general, and they do a Fulton recovery. They float a balloon up, and it holds a cable up, and the aircraft flies over with its whiskers, and it snags the cable. And then there's a little clamp between the whiskers that locks onto the cable, and then the person or the package, and it can pick up like 2 people or like 300 or 400 pounds, maybe 500 pounds, gets yanked up off the ground, and then they trail behind the airplane, and they're in the slipstream of the airplane, and then the loadmaster can hook on a deal to a winch and pull them into the back of the aircraft. So that's called the Fulton recovery system. You can look it up. There's videos and stuff about it. So 992, 994, and 02 and 660216 had the Fulton nose. And then, so yeah. Then 5821, 5822, and 5825 were 69 models, 1969. So my aircraft was a year older than I am. And they had the standard C-130 nose, but they were rescue aircraft. And the year before I got it, well, when I was going through basic training and stuff, in 89, they formed Air Force Special Operations Command. And, oops, I don't have this running fast enough. There we go. So we're watching this number over here, guys. And the 17th Special Operations Squadron was formed. They took the fixed wing assets, which were the C-130s, as opposed to rotary wing assets, which are helicopters. And they were part of the 33rd Air Rescue Squadron at Kadena. And they took the HC-130s and made those special ops. And then the 33rd Air Rescue just had its HH-3s. So we could still refuel them in flight, but they were rescue. We were special ops. Booyah! Badasses. So yeah. Air Force Special Operations Command has the gunships. They have the various special variants of the C-130. Gunship, the AC-130s, the MC-130s, and now the HC-130, HNs and Ps, actually all the ones that I worked on have all been retired, I believe. They've been replaced by MC-130Js. And so now my unit 17SOS has MC-130Js, which are awesome because brand new C-130s, 50 years plus after they started rolling off the assembly line. 60 years. 70 years? 60. They started production, wait, was it 58? That would make sense. 58, I can math. 2008, 2018, 60 years. Yeah, that sounds right. So 58, I think, is when C-130s went into full production. Okay, so it's 9:40 at night. We only have 126 people. Okay, 600, that's fine. We didn't get anywhere close to 10,000. That's awesome, because that means we won't have so much of this cha-ching going out in refunds and compensations. Yeah. See, these numbers are kind of stalled out. And some of these are going to be people that were on trains when we nixed them. I think we may have fixed a major problem here. Now we just got to fix other problems we've got. But now, once we get through the night, let's see, there's 200 people. This is how many people ought to be in the station at, 10, 11 p.m. This looks bueno. We're probably going to be able to shut this service down early. Actually, I do have it kind of set up to shut down early, so, well, it'll vary, but I should be able to shut them down earlier than I do, because we moved all the people to Utsunomiya Station. I mean, look, there's nobody. There's like one person. It's going to be as much as it was. Yeah, see this number here? We'll see how it goes through the rest of the night. Let's punch it. Ideally, I want to have no trains running between 1 a.m. and 4:30. Hey, this is not bad. We're down below $2 million. So now we'll come into morning rush hour and see how it looks. So again, we're watching the number of packs, and the game default stops at 10,000. This is one of my bigger stations. Shinjuku Station Should be able to handle a crap ton of people. Shinjuku's over here. This is the busiest rail station in the world. 2.1 plus million people per day throughput. But here, you're going to see so many more trains come through. You got the Chuo Sobu lines, which is the yellow. The Chuo Rapid, which is the orange. The Chuo Rapid Express, which is the pink. Odawara Local, light blue. The Yamanote line, which is this puke green. Saikyo line, which is the blue-green. Shonan Shinjuku line, which is red. Then you got the Marunouchi subway, which is up here, which is red. And I still have 1, 2, 3 subway lines to connect in here. Plus, we could run more, in theory, more Chuo line rapid commuter express. But I think I'm just going to fart around with the scheduling on that, because what they do is, I think they have like, you know, a train like every 3 or 4 minutes on the line. And if we switch over, that's part of what you're hearing, because the background noise you're hearing is coming from a camera that's located right here. All right. See this Unica Vision? Unica Vision, whatever it is. Unica Vision. Okay. This camera's right here. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to switch over to it. So give me a second. Here. Here. Okay. All right. Ready? Here we go. Boom. So welcome to Shinjuku. See the Unica building on the left side here? There's Unica Vision. So that's what you're hearing in the background. So here comes a Chuo line train, which is heading outbound for Tachikawa. It's got other stops before Tachikawa, but that's the next major. Well, I think it's the next major station westbound. So that's outbound. It's heading out to go west. So let's look back at the game, and I'll show you where that is. Whoops. Get the game back up here. All right, let me slow it down here. So that train was just heading out this way, and it's going to go this way. There's not a depot here. I plopped that in there. So it's going to skip Higashi Nakano Station. It's going to go to Nakano Station. So it'd be like this train right here, this Chuo Rapid train. And when I say it's going to Tachikawa, it's going to Konji. It goes to Ojikubo. Then it goes Kichioji, Mitaka, and then Kokumunji, and then Tachikawa Station. And then they actually continue from there. The Chuo line actually continues on this direction, where I've got this depot setting for the Nambu line trains, but it works. So that's the Chuo line. That's the orange trains we're watching. Then you have the Ome line, which takes you up to Fusa Station, which serves Yokota Air Base. And that's where I spent time while I was up there. All right, so back down here to where we are, which again, we are here. Okay? But I'm going to pull this back. So that's where we are, is this intersection right here. Okay? All right, so here, that's a Yamanote line train heading counterclockwise. And this is a Saikyo line train in the back heading into Shinjuku. Shinjuku Station's down here. Then here comes a Chuo line train hauling ass in to the station. So a lot of these trains are like 14 to 16 cars. Some of them are 11. Okay, there goes a Saikyo line train heading north to Funabashi. And he's starting to pick up the pace now. We've got some funky music videos going on up here. Japanese make really, well, they make some cool, they make some cute, they make some hot videos. So, and it is, here's a Sobu line train, Chuo Sobu line. All right. So this line is the line that it parallels the Chuo line, and then it cuts across the north side of Idojo, and then it continues east out by the Ryogoku Arena where the sumo is that we talked about earlier, and then it goes to the east side of Tokyo Bay. All right, so that's a local train, as opposed to the orange line, which is more of an express train as it goes into Tokyo. The yellow line makes about 6 stops before it gets to Ochanomizu Station. So if we go back to the game. All right, so Chuo Sobu, Chuo Rapid, right? They go this way. Here's Chuo Sobu, and that's going to stop at every one of these stations. Chuo Rapid stops at Yotsuya Station, which I think there's a big arena over here somewhere. There's a university, too. Softball pitch. I thought there was an arena over this way. Anyway, then we cut around the north side. This is Edo-jo. This is Edo Castle, which is the Imperial Palace. We cut around Ichigaya, Iidabashi, and you'll see the Chuo Sobu trains are stopped. The Chuo Rapid continues. Suidobashi, again, this is where my buddy Steven and I stayed when we were over there. We stayed in the Grand Palace Hotel or whatever. It's like right here. Then we come along the Kanda River here, and then we go to Ochanomizu Station. The Chuo trains stop here, and the Sobu trains stop here. And then they split, and Chuo Sobu goes over here to Akihabara Station, which is the electronics capital of the world. And then the Chuo line trains cut in here, they turn, and they go to Kanda Station, and then they run into Tokyo Station here. Platforms 1 and 2, which are elevated above platforms 3 and 4. All right, so there's Tokyo Station. And the Chuo Sobu line continues east. Like I said, it goes out here, Ryogoku Station. Actually, there's another station in here, maybe 2. But I didn't want to have so many damn overlapping catchment areas. You hit this, see how the catchment areas are like boom, 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 boom. And these in here are really a cluster because you got this subway station here. This one here I tied into Kanda Station, so this is all of Kanda Station's catchment. And then you got a little dinky one over here for Nihonbashi, which I made really small because it cuts into Tokyo Station. And then there's Ginza Station. There's actually another stop on the Ginza line right up here, but I didn't want to put a station there, so I skipped it. So the Chuo Sobu line continues east, goes out here, cuts across Ichikawa, Funabashi, over here, and then it continues on past Funabashi. So those are the trains. Some of the trains you're seeing. Oops, let's go back over here, and let's kick it back over there for a minute. Saikyo line trains passing through now. We'll see if we can see one of the express trains coming out. They run like every 20 minutes or so, so maybe we'll get lucky and see one. All right, let's see. It's 9:30, which means I can't eat something really, can't eat anything heavy. All right, there's a Yamanote line train that's heading counterclockwise around the loop. It's going into Shinjuku Station. Again, the Shinjuku Station is down here. You can barely see the ends of some of the concourse and the platforms. Okay, here's a Chuo line train. Here's an express train. So here's a Chuo line train coming out. Now this express train is actually going to switch tracks here. See, now he's bending over into this one. This is like one of the Hitachi express trains. They used to have ones that were super cool. I really liked. They were white, and they had these like 4-color panels on the sides, and it was like pink, green, yellow, red. See how he switched over tracks? He went from this track to this middle track, and the train that just came out this track. All right. So they have it's really weird how they do the platforms in here. But yeah, these express trains, they come in from much further out. They travel at higher speeds, and they skip over a number of the stations. So what you'll see, excuse me, we'll see Sobu line trains, which are yellow, coming, wait, let me think, up here, this track. And then Sobu line trains, I think, going in on maybe. Sobu up, outbound, Yamanote outbound, Yamanote downbound, Sobu downbound. They may sandwich right through here. If we could look to the left, what you would see is part of is the Yamanote line tracks actually climb up and go over, I think, the inbound Sobu line track. because then they cut and continue north. Whereas the Sobu line trains cut and go west. So here's a quiet moment. It's lunchtime in Tokyo. Hooray. All right, yeah, there we go. Here's the Sobu line train. So yeah, I was right. So this is Sobu westbound, Yamanote line clockwise, Yamanote line counterclockwise, Sobu line eastbound. Even though technically it's heading south at the moment. It'll turn once it gets just past Yotsuya, which is the next little stop just past Shinjuku. I mean, it's barely a train length apart. It's kind of ridiculous. It's not even half a kilometer. And you're to the next station. So if you ever travel to Japan, it's really easy to get around, especially Tokyo. And if you notice, a lot of things are bilingual. A lot of things are in English. Everybody speaks English. A lot of the transportation around Tokyo is not only in Japanese and English, it's in Korean now. All right, so here you see Sobu line. This is westbound. What I'll do is, well, wait, nope, not that. Switch to this, and let's look at this real quick. Is Shinjuku Station. So Shinjuku Station, this is what we're looking at. Here's the satellite view on Google Maps. And that Unica Vision is right here. It'll come in a second. But this way you get a kind of a top-down view of what actually it looks like, what we're looking at, and all the trains that come in and out of there. So here's Unica Vision. And that camera's on this building, like somewhere. We may be able to see it. Come on. Come on. You see Lawson, that's like a 7-Eleven. You'll see 7-Elevens everywhere. Japan actually owns 7-Eleven now. Family Mart, these are 7-Eleven, see? There's 7-Elevens everywhere. There's 7-Elevens. There's a bunch of McDonald's, which they call Makudonarudo. Lawson is the competitor of 7-Eleven. So, all right, let's zoom in here. So here's Unica Vision, all right? So here you can see this building here. This is where the camera is that we were just watching from. Okay. So, and the picture should tighten up here a little bit. Yeah, here we go. All right. So here is the Sobu line heading west, Yamanote line heading clockwise, Yamanote line heading counterclockwise, Sobu line heading east. Okay. Then you have the Chuo line, and then what you were seeing was right here is that express train came in. This is the outbound track. This is the inbound track. And that train, express train, crossed over here. And now it's heading into Shinjuku Station, into the platforms, which are on these tracks here. Okay. So, oops, I don't know what happened there. All right. So just north of the station, though, zoom out just a little bit so hopefully I'll pick it up quickly. And then the Shonan, Shinjuku, and Saikyo line are over here. Because through this corridor up to whatever the name of that station is. The Shonan Shinjuku line runs on the Saikyo line tracks. So the Yamanote line, see how it curves this way and the Chuo line curves that way? That's what you're about to see happen. As soon as this, yeah, so here's the Sobu line, Yamanote line. So they're sandwiched between, Yamanote is sandwiched between the Sobu westbound and Sobu eastbound tracks. You'll see here in a second as we maybe go 3D. So you're going to pick up any faster? No? But you see how they kind of, they do like this little flyover deal. So it gets kind of wonky. All right, there's enough of that willy foo-foo stuff. There's a Chuo line train heading inbound, or yeah, towards Tokyo Station. Cool stuff. So anyway, that's what you're hearing in the background. All right, let's go. Whoops, I need to, it's not what I need to do. I need to do this. So let's switch back to the gameplay. And we're going to look to wrap this up here shortly. So So there's Shinjuku Station. So I think, oh, it's Thursday, 10:15. Yay. Let's look at our numbers. For Wednesday, yay, we're below $2 million in refunds. See here? We had $1.5 million in refunds on Tuesday. We're below $2 million on Wednesday. That's awesome. So total refunded 36,000. Total refunded 49,000. Now, Omiya Station is showing 8,400 people. Yikes. That's a lot of people. So hopefully we're not going to get to 10,000, but we probably will. Yep, there's 87. Well, now we dropped to 8,000. 7,700. Yamabiko train just pulled in. Oh, we're up to 9,600. Oh no. 97, 99, 10,000. Oh, we're screwed. That means refunds. We don't want to give up refunds. Damn it. That's going up by thousands at a time, too. And that's because I think of this station. People can't get off the trains. Oh, that sucks. 10,000 people. I may need to move a couple more of those trains over to Yamabiko service. May have to make like every third train. Go to 18 trains on the line and have every third train be Yamabiko. 1146. God, that's a lot of people. Ugh. Then again, those trains themselves may be contributing to the problem. So let me see if I can slow it down here and pick up. There's a Nasano E2. See, it's half full. That's barely full. That train's half full. Keihin-Tohokyu line, nothing. It's a local. It's Nomiya line. Okay. Look at this. I mean, we got thousands of people that want to go to Imachi Station, which is on the Nikko line. Get your train on the... Check the... Okay, here's 104. So this is the train. This is 104 is the first of the four that is running to Utsunomiya. So we'll... There we go. So we're down to 7,000 people. See, nobody's coming south. Look at that. There's 7 people coming south, which is fine. Now we're down to 5,000 people. Okay. The morning rush, we may be clearing them out. All right, so we stopped at Omiya. We're up to 52 people. We have 1,500 seats. See if you can find room, people. Don't rush. We'll sit in each other's lap. Social distance. All right, now 67 to Tokyo Station. Now, northbound, we have nobody going to Utsunomiya. Now we got a dozen people out at Ueno. And we get to Omiya Station. And well, that's not a lot. It's only 90 packs. Holy crap. Have we cleared out the mess? That'd be swell. I mean, we're down to 500 people. We cleared out the mess. So the morning rush is a problem. And what that means is we may need to schedule a couple of more trains northbound during rush hour, which, I mean, they might as well be southbound too. And this is something I haven't played around with yet, is the rush hour times, is scheduling additional trains. So you break the daily schedule kind of up into 3. I mean, I guess you can squeeze in some more trains, because I've got them on, like the Chuo line, they're on 5-minute intervals. And Keihin-Tohokyu line, they're on 5-minute intervals. And I think the Saikyo line, I think they're on 5-minute intervals. 12 trains. Excuse me. 31 trains on the Keihin-Tohokyu line. They're on 5-minute intervals. Saikyo line, they're on 10-minute intervals. Shonan Shinjuku line, they're on 12-minute intervals. Ueno-Tokyo line, they're on 8-minute intervals. Yamanote line, they're on 5-minute intervals, both directions. So, yeah, these trains I don't anticipate are near full at all. Could probably take half of those offline, but I'm trying to run it prototypically. Yokohama line's on 5-minute intervals. Excuse me. Yeah, they're running about 15% capacity. So Machida Station is the key there. And the Yokohama line will extend out this way, and then the Odawara-Odakyu line, like I said, will connect down to Odawara. It'll come down by Zama, go over here, cut through the mountains, go through here, up through here, and over through here. So that's a project down the road which will get done. So there is our reach currently from Nikko in the north to Odawara in the south, with bullet trains running between Utsunomiya and Tokyo Station, and then Tokyo Station to Odawara. We will extend our reach out to the east, southeast, out to Yokosuka, and continue out to the west, and out this way to Takasaki, with the name of the Takasaki Line. So, all right. But for now, I think that will do. That'll do, pig. I hope you guys enjoyed it. No. Cancel. Save game. Overwrite. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you did, please give us a like. Share with your friends. Let them know about the channel. Help us grow the channel. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. I've been hovering like 715 for a year or two. And I could always go back and do some airport. Yeah. Nothing new there, though, really. I'd have to see. So we'll take a look. Oh, and I've got to update my library, which you can find on A-Train-Space Games on Discord, both with games and with airports, because I did buy London Heathrow and I bought the new Beijing airport. The problem is I sat on them for a couple of weeks, and now the codes, the links in the email don't work. So I can't download them because I was a doofus and procrastinated, because I thought I'd just be there. And now I just get a 404 error message, which sucks. And so I've got a trouble ticket in to get that fixed. So like, share, and subscribe. Turn on that bell icon so you know when we go live or upload a video. Follow us on Twitch at @A_train_games. On Discord at A-Train-Space Games. You can see my Steam library, list of airports for Tower 3D Pro, make game requests, and discuss this and other games. You have questions and stuff, post them there. And I do not have 1,000 subscribers, so Google, YouTube, doesn't see fit to pay me. So if you're seeing commercials, they're sucking up all that money. Your donations are greatly appreciated at paypal.me/atraingames. That's paypal.me/atraingames. Guys, hope you learned something about NIMBY Rails. If you didn't, learn something about Japan. Maybe you learned about Shinkansen. Maybe you learned about Shinjuku. Maybe if you just learned something, then hey, you learned something. And that's good, because I like sharing what I know. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are on planet Earth or beyond. I'm A-Train. It's over. And I'm out.